Hello everyone, it's 101 and welcome back to another Arma Reforger Halo mods review. So, it's been a while, and I managed to get a lot of the clips of all the mods that is available in the game right now. And there's a few new mods, but it's not exactly a new, they're more of a experimental. So, yeah. And I obviously try to collect a lot more as I can, but obviously since the servers were literally went down because obviously the DDoS attack that just literally fucking happened because whoever fucking did that shit just suck dick so fucking much. But anyways, managed to get the whole clips, managed to get everything sorted out. So yeah, and I'm still a little bit ill, and I am getting there really, really quickly as I possibly can. So yeah, and I'm literally doing a few other stuff as well because obviously Halo Infinite released an update and has an operation which I'm very, very close to actually getting it done. So hopefully I can get a review on it very soon. But anyways, here's a few of the new things that did come to the Halo mods. Okay, so first off, the Spec Ops Elites actually receive a camo upgrade. But the downside of it is it's permanent. You can't really turn it on and off by will. So it is unfortunate, but this is an experimental, so keep that in mind. Because you're wondering what the experimentals are. I'm just gonna call them X's because they are just Operation Uppercut. Same name, but just have an X on it. So the camo actually does work, but if you go out at the Pacific range, the enemy will actually engage and they will spot you if you're playing as Covenant. So I did the tests with the AIs, and the Spartan just really has no clue where the fires are coming from, don't know where the enemy is exactly. So that's actually really clever and really good for having the Spec Ops having that as a purpose with the Atlas camo. So, yeah, as I said, if you go out to a specific steps or meters, whatever, you will get spotted, and then yeah, you will get engaged. And some people did say that the Covenant elites are kind of bugged because they're just not aiming perfectly. And I don't know, this literally a difficulty tweak or something. I don't know, but to me, it does work pretty fine. So yeah. And we finally got a couple of frigate or cruiser. Once again, this is for the X mods, and once again, this is an early build, and it's not. It doesn't look exactly the same as the last one literally reviewed a long time ago. But still, it looks pretty cool. Looks alright, but still doesn't really have that much textures on it, and is in early development. But still, you can place it anywhere just to make it a bit more cinematic and literally horrifying because this ship is literally massive. Next, we got actually two new air vehicles. So we got the Wasp for starters, and it does work. It's mostly functional, but obviously there's only one thing that does have a bug, and that's mainly for like the warning lights. But everything else is literally spot on and is maneuverable, fast, and it just looks so cool. So yeah, the engines actually work pretty fine. The turret works fine. The main guns, the cannons, and the doors, they work fine. The lights also work fine. It's just the collision lights that are kind of bugged. But yeah, everything else is absolutely fine. So this is what it looks like in broad daylight. And let's take a look at it at middle of the night. So here it will look like in the middle of the night. You got one flashlight that is literally on the front of the wasp. Still is big enough to literally spot enemies from a certain distance. It just looks so good. But like I said, it's usually using the collision lights. It's literally fucking bugged. So they probably had to try to figure out a way to fix that, or they could just literally just leave it and just keep it as it is. And I say it actually works pretty well. But once again, it's in its X stage. But yeah. So I can't remember exactly what this thing actually is, but I'm gonna probably call it the honeybee. That's what probably I think that's what the ship is called. So this is literally a drone, not exactly a vehicle, but you can actually just pilot it and just fly it. So it has a body of the wasp, and it just looks alright. I could really think of like a spy plane or something, but it is unarmored, so you are basically defenseless and everything else. So once again, it's in its early stage. Some of the things actually works, other things it just doesn't. So once again, it's in its early stage. So yeah, it's just so weird. But still, it functions the same as the Wasp. So it just looks alright. Not my personal favorite vehicle, but it's great to use it to mess around and all that shit. So once again, you can have fun with it. Next, we got some ground vehicles, and these are civilians. So this is what I really wanted so much. If people just want to do some role plays, so yeah, we got vehicles from Halo Reach and Halo 3 ODSTs. So we got the spear vehicles that you eventually drive when you play Halo Reach for the very first time, and those are the only colors that is available. You got black, blue, red, white, and orange. And I really wish we could have purple. I really want purple. But yeah, so we got some civilian cars. That's from Halo 3 ODST. So once again, if you play Halo 3 ODST for the first time, you will get to see these cars everywhere, and including the police car as well. And everything does work. So we would try out the spare vehicle, and it actually does work properly. The lights does work, and even the front guards actually does move when you try to turn, just like in the game. It just looks so good, and it's legit amazing to drive, and it is just gives it a good experience to do literally cops and robbers role plays. It just makes it so much better. But yeah, vehicle absolutely spot on, looks so good, and it's a two-seater, so you can't have like multiple people at the back, which is unfortunate. But still, it's okay. It's fine. I don't really mind that. But I would actually like to see it that you could just like have some cargo at the back so you could just transport it. Because that would be amazing. And it would serve this vehicle a lot more purpose instead of just like just show. So yeah. I do like the spear. Looks exactly identical as the one in the games. So I would recommend just trying to do this vehicle for yourselves. So now we're going to take a look at the new Mombasa vehicles. So we're going to try out the police car because obviously it has a lot more accessories. So yeah, this fucking monstrosity, it's fucking fast. It is fast. Because even if you try it in a straight line, like I'm literally doing, it just goes from 0 to 120 in just like a few seconds. It's just so amazing. The lights does work, and the police sirens does work, and it does have the police siren sound effects as well. But you also have to hold the siren button, the horn button, in order to get it working. And it is a 4-seater, so it is amazing. And there's one more, and this is for the insurrectionists. So they literally modified a spear into an insurrectionist truck. So if you're wondering how the fuck is this supposed to be an insurrectionist, it's early to tell. But also you will notice that turret is a standard issue UNSC, not the insurrectionist, because the insurrectionist is supposed to be grey and red. But yeah. But also the best thing is about the turret is that the barrel actually spins properly. So I've been waiting for this to actually fix up. So now it's fixed. It literally applies to all the Warhogs that has a turret on it. So it does spin around, just like exactly from the games. It just looks good, and I'm just glad that it's literally finally been resolved after a long time. But still, it just took long enough just to get it all done. And next, we've got two new Warhogs. We've got the Gold Warhog, aka the Halo 2 Golden Warhog, and the Police Hog as well. So, the Gold Hog, it really has been a fan favorite. That everybody thinking that the Gold Hog is literally real in Halo 2 when it's just literally not. And even people just like troll everybody when people say that the Gold Hog was discovered when it turns out to be a mod. So yeah, it just sucks, but here it's fucking come to life. And for the police hog, the sirens does work, it does flash, but it does not have the actual siren sound effects. It's just literally the hog sound, hog horn. So, bit unfortunate, but still, the police hog really, really looks good. And obviously, I would imagine seeing a lot of people would just roleplay with this, especially with the new Mombasa version. And for the prop, we got the Crash Pelican, and this was actually removed from the original. So this was in the X version now. So I don't know why they removed it from the original version, but I don't know. So it could be either like a bug or some issues that was going on. They had to remove it. But on the X version, it looks good, and they added the smoke effects as well, just to make it a bit more immersive. So next, we got some marine helmets. They are medical. Once again, they are from X, and they are available for the heavy marines, aka the CEs, and the Reach ones as well. So they go from the tan, the green as well. They look pretty alright. They look great. Just glad we're getting the medic helmets for literally these helmets because it's just been a while since we had them. And for the backpack also received an upgrade. So used to be green, used to be non-textured, but now it's been fully textured and it's now brown. And it does have the antenna that is just like bent forward, which is awesome. I really do like it. And for the ORR, we got the brown ones, and this one is a collaboration mod. So this mod is more basically from World War II, because judging by the camos, it kind of probably represents it to be a World War II camo. But the armor is brown, so you get the helmets, you get the full suit, and there are different variants of the uniforms, but there's two armors of shoulder pads that you can literally equip. So yeah, it just looks alright. I don't really mind it all that much if I was like trying to pretend to be a bit World War II-ish, but still, I do like the emblem that just literally represents the fucking Raiders, man. It just looks so good. Even the cool little details on the shoulder pads as well, just mainly on the right side. You see all the bullet holes and all that stuff. So I really don't have that much complaint about this one. It just looks perfect. It looks nice. And I could really probably see people would just use it on the Marines or even some ODSTs, just like the shoulder pads. So next, we got some dresses. But if you guys actually know about these armors or these dresses, these from Halo 4 and 5, because you will see Captain Lasky actually wearing it, and they are different to each other as well, and you could really fully customize a lot of it. So you get the hats, you get the dress, you get everything else. It just looks absolutely fascinating as well. Even you could like have the ranks on the shoulder pads as well, so you could choose what rank you want to be on, and even like slap on a bit of stuff on the hats as well, even on the barrettes as well. And people are gonna love this one. We got the Omega team, so we got Argus helmet and a few others as well. It's not fully Omega team, but it is a start, and there's just so many helmets and so many armors that is literally available. Because we only got two helmets for now until they update it, but we got a lot of a whole entire suit. We got a few shoulder pads. It just looks so amazing. So for the shoulder pads, we've got the blue one, the red, and a yellow, representing the whole entire Spartan crew from Omega Team. That's for the left side. It just looks so amazing. Nice retexturing. And for the right side, once again, has the shoulder pads and it has the Omega Team symbol on the side. Very accurate. Even some new ones as well, like having the EEF, red, blue. You can't really tell, but it's obviously because of the bottom bit. But yeah, just looks amazing. And I really would imagine people would just literally equip these and just go mayhem about it. And here's the full suits. So they do have their numbers. So I'm just gonna let the whole entire clip just show it for itself. And now we actually got a marine undersuit that has been alternated and properly updated. So they got rid of the multi-cam, which honestly it just sucks. It's just so boring. It's just not that great. But switch over to a digital, and I'm actually quite curious about this one. This actually looks pretty good. So I don't really have that much complaint about this because as long as it's not literally fucking multicam, that would be great. Then we've got Spartan undersuit that has been changed a little bit, but it still is exactly the same. But this could be an early development, so yeah. I tried to put it on with the suit, but kind of having a bit of a bug. But this was all patched out. But as you can see here, it's kind of a bit bugged, so it's already been taken care of. So not a big deal. Next, we've got the Halo Wars 2 Marines outfit that has literally returned. A lot more polished, a lot more clean, and the camo looks a bit more improved and nearly identical as the original. So I'm literally glad that this issue came back. So this is only for the green. So hopefully we get the brown one back and the white one back because I've just literally been waiting for those ones to literally come back. So yeah, it's been a while since these armors actually made a return. So you got the whole helmet, you got the whole shoulder pads, the gloves, the full body. That's it. And now the weapons. So we've got the BR-27F. So I did showcase this one before in its early stage, but now it's come back with a brand new upgrade. And it does have its built-in scope that you can literally change it however you want. And it has its own built-in tactical flashlight as well. So once again, this is an adoption of the FAMAS, and it just looks so good. Sadly, there's no custom sound effects to it, but still, it looks pretty good. You can customize it a bit, but not that much. So it is a good weapon, but it has bare minimum of sound effects and just has some bare minimum of customizations because you can't put a suppressor on it because it's just literally bugged out. So you gotta have to stick to some of the basic things in order to actually like play this weapon. But still, it is worth actually like giving it a go. Here, what it looks like with the flashlight being turned on, and it actually does work, and it kind of covers a little bit, but still, it does work functionally well, and it just looks alright, and it's so good. And speaking of the flashlights, the Operation Uppercut assault rifles have actually be available to be used. So this has been a problem ever since the newer model of the assault rifle came out, and it just disabled everything from this flashlight. But still, they all work. Every single one that does work, every underbarrel that does work that you can apply to any assault rifle works intentionally pretty well. I really do like it. Just really hope we could get the fucking ammo counter to actually work because I've been dying to see that thing to come back because it's been far too long. It's been far too long, man. We need the fucking ammo counter back. But yeah, the flashlight for the underbarrels work absolutely fine. Next, we got the Halo 5 assault rifle, but a little bit of a twist. So the customization of it, once again, is bare bones, not that great, but hey, I don't really mind it. You could put like the suppressor on it just to make the barrel a bit more tactical, But obviously, this is a Halo 5 assault rifle because obviously I can tell by the barrel that has a big ass muscle instead of just like being like just a barrel itself. But it does have a custom sound effect, and it's actually from Halo 3 for some reason. I don't know why, but it just has the Halo 3 sound effects to it. So obviously, you can tell by the gameplay when I played it at the beginning of the video. I used it, and it does have these sound effects on it. So, and here it is with its custom sound effect. Absolutely stunning. I really love the Halo 3 sound effect for the assault rifle, except in the game it is so fucking quiet, but hey. Next, we actually got the Spartan laser that has been upgraded, and once again, doesn't really function properly because it doesn't have the laser feature on it. It is going to be difficult to get the proper laser feature on it, but it kind of does work. But once again, I don't really recommend using this weapon until it actually gets properly functional. But still, it looks alright. And next, we got the sniper rifle, and I do believe this one is probably from Combat Evolved or Halo 3. I'm not entirely sure because the model looks a hell of a lot different than the Halo Reach one. So that's my theory, but it does have a custom sound effect on it and it does work properly. And what's even hilarious is that when you shoot it at a wall, it feels like you're having explosive rounds. It just feels like it. I don't know why. But still, it just looks amazing. You can change the scope on it, but I don't really recommend it. Just stick to 15 because that's the max one. Everything else looks alright. So here it goes. So we're gonna do these little containers, and here's this custom sound effect, and see how much damage that this weapon actually does. And next we got the Commando, and it does have the underbarrel flashlight that you can literally swap into, but I don't really recommend it swapping it. I'll just keep it just literally like that. But if you want to be a little bit crazy about it, then just go ahead. But yeah, the body of it looks exactly like Halo Infinite's version, and it does have its own red dot sight, but it also has its own iron sight attachment that you would literally just see when you equip the weapon for the first time. So once again, you can switch it over to any scope that you wanted, and also for the magazine, you could just switch it over to the drum mag if you wanted to, or the standard issue. But obviously, the drum mag is kind of a bit bugged because obviously you can tell it is clipping through the gun. I don't really mind that much; it's not a big deal, but it could have been a bit different. But yeah, you could just slap on any scope that you wanted, and it just looks amazing. So that's the iron sides of it, but you can swap it to any other scope, which I kind of do recommend, but not all of it, as some of the attachments are a little bit awkward. But yeah, Commando looks good. The only down thing is though it doesn't have the custom sound effects. Unfortunate, but hey. And now some of the explosive devices have also been upgraded and repolished, remodeled, and more fucking deadly than ever before. So two of them have been properly upgraded, and they literally had the biggest explosion radius. So I tried on the first one right here. Can't remember exactly what this one is called, but even you like sit or stand behind a vehicle, you will just still get blow rated because the blast rate is so fucking massive on this one. So I kind of learned that lesson for the first time because how fucking big the explosion radius is. So I tried the second one right here, and this one actually looks pretty fucking weird, but it looks alright. Still functions exactly the same, just plant it, use it with a fucking fuse or with a trigger. Just set up time and then activate it, and then just wait for the timer to run out, and then it just works. I do love the detail of it. They look so good. And I would imagine people would just use it just like troll people if they just go to plant explosive devices underneath vehicles and just like see how fucking shit fucking happens. But next, we actually got some props for the Covenant. So we got two dropships and a Scarab. So we can start with this Phantom dropship, which is not exactly a Phantom dropship. This is a Phantom Space version that is from Halo Reach. Because obviously I could tell from it because of the top bit and the main turret. I recognized that so quickly when I first seen it for the first time. It was supposed to be like crimson red or brownish red, but obviously this is just literally a prop. You can't reuse it. But hey, I do like this Phantom space space one. It just looks so good, so cool. I really do like it a lot. But yeah, it just really fascinates me how I can remember that shit, even though it's been a long time. And for the Halo 2 Scarab, which Halo 2 Scarab, my personal favorite, love the Scarab so much from Halo 2. Fuck Halo 3's because it just sucks balls. But yeah. So you can't go inside it, and obviously you can tell it's in its early build. You can see the whole uh all the floor it's been clipping. It just not that great, but still everything else looks perfect. It just looks perfect. It just needs to be fixed up a little bit. So yeah, I really do love the Halo 2 Scarab. It's always been my personal favorite Scarabs out of the entire Halo franchise. So yeah, there's also some bugs here and there with the Scarab, but hopefully it will get fixed up soon. So it's gonna be looks pretty cool. Next, we've got Spirit dropship, and there's supposed to be two variants of it. So I can only get the closing one because there's supposed to be an open one, but it just doesn't allow people to literally like spawn it in. I don't know why, but it's bugged. But honestly, for the closed version, it just looks nice. It just really does. It really looks nice. I really do like it. It doesn't have the little energy waves that's supposed to be at the front, which is kind of a bit unfortunate. But hey, I don't really mind it all that much, as long as it literally just allows people to spawn. And the people that all been waiting for is we got two new maps. So we got Valhalla from Halo 3. I really do like this. This looks nearly exactly the same Valhalla as Halo 3 or Ragnarok from Halo 4. But we also got Blood Gulch as well from Halo Combat Evolved, Halo 2. It just looks so good. Nearly looks so accurate as well. And plus, if you are actually, it actually has a BTB feature that you can actually play, but there is a bit of a downside to it as well. So the whole entire map, they are accessible, so you can go and hop on and just play. It just looks so good. Really do like it, even though it's not fully perfect, but it is getting there. It is getting there. And I'm just literally happy for the people that literally just put so much time and effort to make these maps come to life, and people can just literally hop on and play. So I don't really have that much grudge about it. It just looks alright, looks perfect as it can be. And you can obviously tell the difference that which one's larger and which one's smaller. But yeah, so the only map that is available to play is Valhalla. So we have a game mode that I'm playing right now is Capture and Hold. So it is a big team battle map that you can actually play, and you can actually use vehicles and pick up weapons that's on the ground. Those are over different mods, but you had to literally use them. So the downgrade that I'm literally talking about is if you're using the BTB mod, you are basically alternating the standard Mark V, which is supposed to be the green one that Master Chief use, but it just somehow replaces it and turns to blue, and it also changes the belt as well into a blue. I don't know why that is literally a thing, even though we do have a red versus blue mod that you can literally just like download it, so you could just literally just like play it. But still, it's alright. It's great for having a PvP experience, and obviously you can tell from the top of the screen, it has the blue team and red team OG colors and flag. It just looks so great. But yeah, if you guys like to play it, then obviously feel free to download it. But if you don't want to download it, then just don't download the Big Team Battle mod, because otherwise it will alternate your Mark V and turn into like full blue. I don't know why, but still, it's fun. It is fun. But once again, it just does have the issues here and there. But still, you could do a 4v4 beating battle, whatever you wish. And that's all for the mods, but I'm going to explain for the issues that I have discovered. So, some of the buildings that you try to like put on, it doesn't really want to spawn in for some reason. I don't know why. So I tried this, and most of them just doesn't want to like properly spawn in for some reason. I don't know why, but that is a known issue that has been going on for quite some time. Hopefully, it will get fixed. And the second issue that I do have is some of the mods are literally just vanished. I don't know why, but I was like going through the sound effects just to like get some music and all that stuff, and for some reason it just vanishes. I don't know why. I don't know why it vanishes. I don't know what was going on, but it does need a patch. But I was in for this clip. I managed to literally get them before the bug happened, because these things were literally just like somehow missing. But yeah, here are some of the sound effects that you would actually like hear when you actually put them in.
Blue Delta, this is Dragon X-Ray. We are on the ground and 3 mics out from the objective, over. Dragon X-Ray, be advised that you are the only UNSC ground asset in that grid.
Say again, Blue Delta. We've got movement due east. That should be strike red, over.
That's a negative, Dragon X-Ray. I say again, be advised that you are the only UNSC asset in that area.
Roger, Blue Delta. We're picking up that movement again due east. You got something to soften it up?
You got a location, Dragon X-Ray?
Grid as follows. Whiskey Delta 1574, 1712, over.
I copy. Whiskey Delta 1574, 1712.
That is correct. Request immediate support from any assets on station, over.
Dragon X-Ray, it looks like all I've got available at this time is the UNSC Aegis Fate.
Blue Delta, is the Aegis Fate Wet Navy?
Negative, Dragon. She's currently listed as an exo asset, a frigate.
Whoa.
Kilo 40 to any surviving forces. Anyone out there? Copy Kilo 40, this is Kilo Dispatch. What's your status, over? We're operational. Barely. That cruiser just slipped space away. Affirmative. Heavy damage all over the city. Heavy casualties also. We need to set up a rally point. Regroup any surviving forces so we can make a retaliatory strike against the enemy. Copy that. We'll start looking for an appropriate spot. In the meantime, hold your position. Over.
And that's it. That's all I've got. So there has been no updates as I'm aware of, but if there were updates and somehow I'm not getting updates, then I'm obviously going to have to literally uninstall and reinstall my game in order to get it working. But that's the reason why I delayed some of this video because obviously I was ill and there was literally DDoS attacks that was going on the servers, and it's just literally is a clusterfuck. But still, at least this video is being released probably today or tomorrow. I do not know, but I do like them. I do like these new mods. They look pretty good. They look awesome, and really shout out to the mod creators that literally make these mods, and they are doing an absolute fantastic job of just trying to make these whole entire mods come to life and just make them available on Xbox instead of just like doing it on PC, because it's just literally makes it a bit difficult if you try to do it on Xbox. But yeah, so hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to drop a like, subscribe to our channel, it really helps me out a lot. And what do you think about these mods? Do you like them, dislike them, somewhere in between? Which ones do you actually like? And I also do have a link into the description down below that you can literally hop onto my server and you can just take a look at all these mods that are available. And they are links of them that you can just literally click on and then they will be there. So yeah, as always, I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care, everybody. Bye bye.